Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Happy Monday, the 15th of April. I'm exciting my dog too. He's like, well, what's mama yelling about? I'm just so excited, you guys. So many awesome things are happening. I hope you smash that like button and smash the subscribe button on your way in. Go ahead and ring the bell because we got some news to celebrate, you guys. We got some news to celebrate. Will wonders never cease? I tell you, God makes a way for his people, doesn't he? He makes a way for the people that have Jesus in their hearts, doesn't he? Because, oh my gosh, so yesterday we were on here for 5 hours. Thank you, Curvies, for popping by. Thank you, all the newbies who stopped by. I loved it. It was incredible. We were talking about the issues over at Real Housewives of Potomac, and we were going back and forth about who needs to go. We looked at the petitions for Gizzelle, and there's 2 petitions out to get her off our screens. Well, as it turns out, remember a couple of weeks ago when the reunion first started, the Jasmine brand had reported that Robin Dixon was fired. She was out of here. And we were like, well, Candiace said something, but Robin hasn't confirmed it. Maybe they don't know what they're talking about. But also the week before that, Candiace had announced on her own that she was stepping back from the show. And everybody was like, oh, well, maybe she's pregnant. 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 And you guys know what? She is pregnant. Oh my gosh. And we were like, oh, well, she needs to get off the show, be pregnant. Maybe she doesn't want to be around this toxicity while she's on the show. And I think that's an excellent idea. Well, won't you know, won't he do it? The Lord has opened up her womb and there is a baby in there and she is preggers, you guys. So let's take a look at, for the first thing. Well, what should we go with first? Let's go with the interview that she just did. Let's go with that. So I'm going to share this to the screen, unmute this. So let's look at this. Let me go back and then forth. Because I am so excited. Are you guys excited? I'm so freaking excited for our girl Candiace. You know, after enduring so much, I feel like it's really, here we go.
Got big news to share. You guys are expecting your first child together. the emotions are right there. Do we need a triangle? Do we have a triangle?
You know what? You know I have one because I was wiping my nose, so it's gonna have to transition in 2 seconds to be.
And that is why she was crying at the thing. Probably she was emotional. You guys.
So exciting. Fill me in a little bit. Where are we at in the process? How far along are you?
So I think today I am about 13 weeks and 3 days.
Yay!
So just about into the second trimester. It's been weird, but also really like wonderful. It's just been like kind of quietly just growing a bud.
Chris, how are you feeling?
You know, for a while there, I thought I was almost done, and then we decided to start over. She had the cutoff date. I had about 4 years left on the time clock.
Well, you gave me the cutoff.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, so I knew I had to like bleep or get off the pot, as they say.
And here we are bleeping. Can you share it? We got big news.
Isn't that incredible?
Guys,
doesn't she look excited and happy, you guys? So excited for them. Oh my gosh.
The emotions are right there. Do we need a triangle? Do we have a triangle?
You know what? You know I have one because I was wiping my nose, so it's gonna have to transition in 2 seconds to be for a tear. Yes. Okay.
Yes, her bosom looks very pregnant. She is glowing. It's excellent. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go look at the actual announcement. Did she put it? Wait, I'm sorry, you guys. I be doing too much. It's down here.
You always tell me how great I am with words. Surprisingly, though, the time came the perfect words just didn't exist. I am so ready to laugh with you for the rest of our breaths.
Oh! Yay! Hashtag loves wins, you guys. Isn't that a wonderful reward for everything she endured on that freaking look? She's showing. She has a little bump. Yes. Isn't that excellent, you guys? I am so excited for her. Gail France, thanks for coming through. Naughty Love Movement, I love you. Thanks for being here. Just simply thanks for being here. Be more shorty. Happy Monday. Yes. Mamere, thanks for coming through. Hey, Sarantinas, thanks for coming through. Just Simply is here. Yes. Candiace is Prego. Total cleanup and the notification. So let's get to that part next. So that happened. But I got this news after we got this news.
Hell no. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, well, my shady moment came a few weeks ago, actually, so it's a little bit late. When other people decided to speak for me and spread my business for me, which, we're used to people doing stuff like that, but for something this important, I think is incredibly rude. And I wanted to speak my own business, my own
Thanks for subscribing.
Life, my own news, and I wanted to share it out of my own mouth when the time was appropriate. And I felt that the appropriate time.
I'm going to pause that right there because listen to this bitch who's been on this reasonably shady show for all this time, but blowing other people's business out of the water, making other people's announcements for them. And now she's sitting here calling it rude that the Jasmine brand revealed that she had got the boot a month ago. And that was her business to tell. Bitch, I'm so glad she's gone. Ding dong, the witch is dead. The wicked witch, where's her wicked witch sister was too. Off my screen. Anyway, not D-E-A-D, but dead off the screen. That's the only dead we're talking about. Let's keep on listening to her bag of lies.
Would be, to speak on this particular subject matter, would be once season 8 of The Real Housewives of Potomac was finished airing. Yes. Which it is now finished airing. The reunion, the last reunion episode just went off last night, Sunday, if you're listening to this on a Monday. And I wanted to respect the network and respect the show and wait until the season ended.
And that was a dig at Candiace. She wanted to respect the show. Really? That's why you took your marital problems behind a paywall and never gave us anything? And why your roommate has never gave us anything? Because you were respecting the show? Okay. And you were respecting the show by always bringing up some bullshit on behalf of your other green-eyed monster? Really, Robin? I'm so glad we get relief from the gaslight. Oh my God.
I think, makes sense to share this news. But yes, I will not be returning to season 9 of The Real Housewives of Potomac.
Hear you say it out your mouth, it's killing my heart right now. And I obviously I know this information, but to hear you say it,
right? It's reality.
Oh.
It's reality. The network did not invite me back. I was fired, for lack of better words. And I will not, sugarcoat the situation and say, oh, I am walking away and this is a break or anything.
Why is everything in her thing that she wanted to tell her business for herself have to take a dig at Candiace talking about what she needed to talk about for herself? Now, you guys, I did not watch the reunion last night. I did my hashtag blackout RHOP. And you know what? I'm just done. I'm just done with RHOP. I decided, my mind felt so clear last night. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even have to review the last episode for you guys. Hopefully my Curvies understand that I'm not going to put my mind through this so much gaslighting based off of the other reviews that I have seen so far. I mean, they just dug in on Wendy. They went in on Candiace some more. It was the blame game for everybody on that side of the couch. So I'm kind of interested how Robin ended up fired and Nnecka ended up, because they sure did seem like they was coming after Wendy and Candiace. But now the rumor is that they're begging them to stay, but they're not getting Candiace back. Let's finish listening to this bullshit.
Anything like this was a network decision. And, you know, and I'm okay with it because
you have to be
forever. And I know, you know, I had a very long run on the show.
Yes. 8 seasons is a long time.
8 seasons for sure. And I just, you know, I don't have anything like written to to read off.
Oh.
And I just really appreciate the time and the opportunity that I have.
Okay, the rest is blah, blah, blah. Basically, Robin has confirmed she's fired. She is out of here, you guys. I am so happy. Now, if we fast forward a little bit, there is a portion in here where Gizzelle said she's not going to say what's happening to her or not. So let's see if we can find that.
That I had on the show, their platform, and who, you know, when Bravo announced the Real Housewives of Potomac was coming on, and they saw, you know, this weird city, you know, for me, or you just have, you know, positive energy.
And then she's thanking everybody that sent her positive energy and prayed for her family and really liked her.
Energy and positive thoughts around me. I appreciate you, and I hope that I inspired you. No, and then I just want to finish. Oh,
you guys, she tried to shark cry again.
Oh, you're gonna cry? Oh, Robin, you're gonna make me cry. No tears. Oh God. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna cry. No. Okay, go ahead. No, and then I just want to finish. Shit. We don't even have it's so crazy because like we still have Reasonably Shady, but I really want to say I love you. Oh, me? Oh no. And it's been such a fun, amazing, stressful,
hey Brian,
wild journey the past 8 years.
Hi Belize.
I couldn't imagine.
AAE, be more shorty.
You know,
Miss Diane. Chocolate Capricorn. Shay B. Emmanuel.
That damn nose of hers.
So yes, but to my Green Eye Bandit, my partner in crime, like it's the show really. We started off as friends. It's so funny because we for whatever.
So they're going in. Did you guys know how they meet? You want to hear how they meet? Do you care? I don't really care. The same way she 100% didn't care. I 100% don't really care. I just am trying to get to what Gizzelle is talking about.
Whatever reason, he just sounds like every person that walks, you know, I'm not there anymore.
That was a very nice announcement. Okay, can I be shady now?
Yes.
Boo! This is a big boo! Oh my gosh, boo and boo. Like, and I'm not saying what, you know, what's happening in the future with me. If there is another season, whether or not I'm going to be on it, whatever. I'm just saying that.
Did you guys hear her words? She said, I'm not saying what's happening with me. If there is another season or whatever. So I don't know if there's talks about a reboot. Why would she phrase it like that? Let's listen one more time.
That for there to be another season and Robin not be on it. Oh my gosh, boo and boo. Like, and I'm not saying what, you know, what's happening in the future with me. If there is another season, whether or not I'm going to be on it, whatever. I'm just saying that for there to be another season and Robin not be on it, who is like an OG, a staple to the Real Housewives of Potomac. She has been like the sounding board, the foundation. She has been like, okay, if Robin says it's crazy, it's crazy. If Robin
Okay, now this is just trying to rewrite history. They're going to get into some other stuff. I don't know if you want to make your ears bleed.
Robin
Because they are
Robin
just...
says it's not crazy. Like the past 8 seasons has been a lot, and I know it's been a lot for you and your family.
More so the past 3.
Yeah, true.
You
true.
know,
The past 2 to 3 have been a lot.
It started off good and fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, you know, to know that, like, to continue on and, you know, I might be getting beat up by myself. Potentially is like, whoa. But
Right.
you know, Robin has really been the glue, and since Robin has really been the glue.
And I mean, I try to call things as I see it, turn into the bad guy or whatever. But it's fine, and I you know, there are certain elements I'm not going to miss.
Yeah, of
for
course.
sure.
Social media.
Yeah,
For
social
one.
media, just the conspiracy theories, the horrible false narratives, just the intent to misunderstand and
So the horrible false narratives like Chris essayed your green-eyed bandit ass helmet, like the horrible stories about how Chris made your friend go into a room, like the horrible stories about how Monique's son might not be hers, the horrible story, like all the ones your friend was directly a part of and you co-signed on most of them. Okay.
to misinterpret, but you know, and I didn't know that that's what came with the job.
No, you don't know until you know.
Right.
Yeah, you don't know until it happens to you, slams you in the face. But
She's going to have the nerve, you guys. I don't know if we'll let it play it because I mean, I'm just so done. I don't care. But she is going to have the nerve to talk about, well, and they're going to miss me opening up my business. I think it's so important for women to see you open up a business from the ground up. We saw you do that with Embellish and Wear the Hats. So watching you open another business was going to help us appreciate you more. How?
know.
Right. But I want to just, I want to just like focus on the great experiences, you know, just being able to start businesses and from the ground up and watch people support them. And, you know, it's kind of unfortunate that of the timing because I'm about to really embark on.
You mean it's unfortunate after the timing, after you took your whole stuff behind a paywall after playing in our face for 7 years and co-signing on some bullshit from your ass helmet? You mean sorry about that timing?
A huge business venture.
Yes.
And open my own skincare studio franchise location.
Can't wait. Glow 30.
Glow 30 in Columbia, Maryland. And that is a huge undertaking. I mean, I have to, you know, do the build out work, you know, damn what people think, or to become an entrepreneur, to have an idea and just start a business. So it's unfortunate that they won't be able to see me start that type of business because that is a huge project, a huge undertaking.
I'm gonna be all I'm in it.
Yes, thank you. And I think women especially should see other people doing stuff like that and saying, oh my gosh, I can totally do this. You know, let me look into a franchise that maybe I'm interested in opening and you know, establishing jobs for my community and passing down generational wealth to my family. So, you know, I hate that the viewers won't really be able to see that because that is a real thing that's going on in my life.
Well, they're gonna hear you every week on Reasonably Shady.
That's shady moment of the week. You know, speak too much, and I just wanted to give it time. So I apologize to you all, but I do appreciate everyone. Don't really like having to do that, but I wanted to respect
the network,
the show, and the network, and not really, you know, speak too much. And
Interesting, because she has all this respect after taking it behind the paywall last season.
I just wanted to give it time. So I apologize to you all, but I do appreciate everyone who sends love and their well wishes. And I wish you all the best of, wishes in the future. I really hope that the show lives on forever and ever and
And ever?
And whoever, comes after me, it's like I gotta move over. I gotta make room for some other amazing people. So hopefully we'll some amazing people on the way to fill my shoes and to
no one can fill Robin's shoes.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Okay,
never mind. Let's go back to this. I'm so bored with that. I want to be happy. Look at this.
You always tell me how great I am with words. Surprisingly, though, when the time came, the perfect words just didn't exist. I am so ready to laugh with you for the rest of our breaths.
Oh, you guys, for all the people saying they cried too, I was literally over here with a tear in my eyes. I was so excited. I have goosebumps. I'm just so thrilled for her. She deserves it. And she deserves to have a non-toxic pregnancy, being away from these wenches. Oh my gosh, the hate for her is so real. I would have been concerned for her around stairs around these other hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh. So I am thrilled. Are you guys thrilled? I'm thrilled. Look at that. And she already has her little bump. Look again. Watch. There's a little bump when she opens the door. Look, that's a little bump. Oh, you can't see it. There it goes. Here, it's going to be a little bump. Little bump. I'm so excited. Love wins. Shout out to Chris for doing a good job knocking up his wife and not that crazy lady with fried chicken. And shout out to Candiace for, getting at that pregnancy. I know she was kind of like, had her concerns or whatever. But concerns are warranted, bringing a life into this world is so crazy. And I'm glad she was thoughtful about it. Not everybody needs to be a young teenage mom. There has to be a crew for the geriatric pregnancy crew. Anybody over 34, you're a geriatric pregnancy crew. Yes, tomatoes at Robin, tomatoes. We don't care. But let's go look at one more thing. Because not only did we get some great news about, watch out, baby. We got great news about Robin being fired. To me, that's great news. Great news. We got great news about Candiace being pregnant. And then in between there, oh my gosh, where are my messages? Let's go to these messages. Are these the messages? Let's go to Brilliance, because my Brilliance chat has been blowing up. Look, you guys. Oop. Yeah, Milo, look at this. She got fired because she's a oop. Yeah, she's a oop, baby. She's a oop. Yeah. Watch out, baby. She's an oop. Nnecka's an oop. Yeah, she is. Because she got oop off the show. She thought what she did last night was something. Now, I told y'all I didn't watch. I did hashtag blackout RHOP, right? I did that, Milo. I did that. And when I blacked out, I did not watch, but I did scoot on over to Shanitra's house. Those of you who don't know, but she's a content creator in these YouTube streets. Stop it, Milo. I'm good. And stop. I'm not crying. He's been very concerned about my emotions lately since my dad died. So whenever I kind of feel hysterical to him, he comes and he tries to give me hugs and stuff. But this isn't that kind of hysterical, Milo. I'm good. So when Nnecka, I heard she really did some BS last night. She was on some more BS. Now look, you guys, Nnecka spent at least 7 episodes coming for Wendy, being super rude with her faces, booing her on the stage at the drag show. Remember, they were trying every time they were trying to have fun. Nnecka had clearly picked a side, and last night she got on there and was trying to feign victim. The people said, acting like Wendy tried to ice her out, acting like Wendy was treating her mean, acting like Wendy had no reason to be mad with her because I've already apologized. But you did not, because you did not say emphatically in no uncertain terms that you were taking back the word witch from Wendy's mother. And everybody knows Wendy loves her mother. That's her kryptonite, right? So you come from my mother. And I thought it was moms and kids were off limits. Parents and kids are off limits. But only if it's Gizelle's parent, it's off limits, right? And only if it's Gizelle's kid, it's off limits. Because everybody else is up for game, according to the way things are going. Well, except for when Karen gets involved and decides that Mia's kids don't need to be worried about paternity the way Monique's kids needed to be worried about paternity. Anyway, I think Karen should kick rocks too. She needs to, instead of open up a bed and breakfast in Surrey, she needs to open up a new version of Betty Ford Rehab Clinic in Surrey for the people that like to do the drinking and the driving with the bent elbows and who like to fall over and maybe have sex in toilet rooms with strangers or something. I'm not sure. Maybe the ladies had a point when they was talking about Karen and her drunk escapades and being the only drunk lady at the bars and shit, because it's not a good look, triple 20, for you to be getting DUIs, running in the trees, talking about you were swerving and there was nothing to swerve from, lady. And then using sympathy from your parents passing as the reason. Now, look, I'm in grief too, but I also never drink and drive. So I couldn't be able to use that as an excuse for why I took my grieving ass and got behind the wheel of a car after drinking a bottle of wine. I would not even put the two and two together in a sentence. I would not besmirch their memory with that bullshit. But Karen decided to, and for some reason, she's still on our screen. I'm ready for a reboot. If they only keep Wendy and Kay are the only two I'm checking for right now. Wendy and Kay can stay. Ashley's 5 head needs to go. She got corns to rub and a divorce to go through. Her and Kenya are having a contest for who can it take to get divorced longer. The only problem is that at least we know Ashley's wedding really happened. We don't know that we still ain't seen the marriage certificate for the marriage that the lady allegedly had for one in the United States. I don't know that anybody's ever been able to produce a United States marriage certificate for citizens of the United States named Ken and Mark Daly. I don't know if they ever did that, which could be why the divorce is taking so long, because in the United States, you're not married. You just need to work out custody if you're not married in the United States, right? And Nnecka, she was going to have a lot of things to unpack next season about how her traveling husband allegedly likes to pay people in Maryland for stuff that he's not getting because he's not home to get it, allegedly, right? And I don't know that she was really working on a real storyline about trying to get pregnant, taking prenatals with champagne, bitch. I don't know. But this is 3 good newses on one day, and it's tax day, you guys. So if anybody was upset about all the tax money they had to spend today, just be happy now that we got 3 excellent good newses. Robin's off our screen, so we don't have to be around for her bag of bullshit. Nnecka's off our screen, so she doesn't have to come and bring freaking sacred things from their culture up in public for fodder, for public fodder. This bitch brought out that stuff on camera. And then even last night, she was talking some more shit. I only saw in the clip when Wendy turned to her and said, Ashley, Why did you bring it up? And that silence was deafening. Because why did your five head bring it up, Ashley? Because you didn't want to have to talk about where your saggy bald husband was. That's why. I'm so glad Nnecka came in way too hot for me. Her and Anne Marie from Beverly Hills came in on the same BS, you guys. Too hot for television. Because it wasn't even hot good. It was hot mess. It was steaming hot piping bags of boo-boo that 10-year-olds would light a fire on your porch back in the day and play doorbell ditch. They'd have a bag full of poo. They put it on your porch. They set it on fire, ring the doorbell, run away. You come outside, you stamp this bag full of flames on your porch, and you end up stepping in dog poop. That's what they were coming in hot with, okay? And I say good riddance. Bye-bye, Nnecka. Bye-bye. And her shrine storyline is allegedly gone. Now, look, the Jasmine brand is who told us last time about that. And they're the ones who told us this time about Nnecka too. So, yes. But these two, I love their freaking We Out. And then they were playing it to Jay-Z. We out. We're not here for your abuse no more. We're not here for your abuse. Now, in this picture, she could have been like at the beginning of pregnant. So if she's 13 weeks, when was the reunion film? Was she pregnant at the reunion when they were ganging up on her and telling her emotions weren't valid? It was all valid emotions because it was hormones, you guys. Look, I'm going to drop this link for 15 minutes. So if you guys want to come up and talk about it, we could talk about it, but I have to get out of here by 11 my time. So that's actually 20 minutes. But I'm saying 15 because I know y'all like to talk. I know y'all like to talk. I'm going to go through and say thank you to the people while you guys come up if you want to. My argument is thanks for coming through. Brian Patterson, thanks for coming through. Aisha Rose, AAE, let me see. B Wise, Tony Baker, Flora Mercury. Who else is in this house? Yeah, what business? Exactly. I bet it doesn't even open now that she's off the show. And who wants to make a wager with me? How long do you think it'll take before we hear the divorce announcement for Juan and for how long do you guys think? Hi H, hi Naughty, thanks for coming up.
Hey,
How
Curves.
long
Thanks for
do you
having
guys
me.
Oh, no worries. How long do you guys think it'll take before we get the divorce announcement for Juan and Robin, since they're off the show now and don't have to play in our faces? And he never wanted to be with her in the first place for 8 years. How fast do you think he's going to run, you guys?
Year because they're both unemployed and Robin's a sugar mama, so he has to reach off for her a little bit longer.
I give him like 6 months top.
Mm-hmm. But that was the best news I heard all day, the fact that she got fired and the fact that Nnecka is not coming back because she didn't bring anything to me. To me, the whole...
Your sound sounds like the feds are listening.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on my back porch and my neighbor is power washing the deck. Hold on, let me try.
It sounds like they might have a scrambler growing trying to encrypt your codes or something. I don't know.
That's why I dropped out and came back because I thought
I'm gonna drop down and come back first.
Okay, please do. I want to hear what you have to say. Right on. Did you guys hear that, or was I tripping? I heard like it straight sounded like the feds had bugged her line. You guys.
No, you're not tripping. I heard it too.
Oh, right on. Hey, H, what do you think about this wonderful 3 excellent news? Candiace is pregnant. Robin is fired, and Nnecka is fired.
Baby CC. That's what I'm going to call the bump. Baby CC.
Oh, yeah,
baby Chris and Candiace.
Candiace and Chris. I forgot.
Oh. I hope they give her a spin-off, and then at least then she'll be able to still film, make some coins, and her and her family will be safe.
Yes. I need them to be safe. Everybody thinks Chris is a bum. Nobody feels anything that Gizelle's comments and these other ladies' comments over the years have, got at his professional reputation, and maybe they did ask him to leave. If the man says that he lost work because of this show, then he lost work because of this show. Why is that so hard to believe? He's not a freaking, he's been working since we knew him.
Very
Even
true.
more so than Juan.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can call Chris what you want to call him. If you want to call him a bum, call him that, but he's a bum who's by Candiace's side.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And isn't she such a beautiful freaking pregnant lady? Let's go back to that. Let's go back one time.
When people were saying that she was so full of tears and they were wondering if it's because she was pregnant, now everything makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we all know she's an emotional person, but especially when you got them hormones going around, you just don't know what you're doing. So, but I'm really, really happy for the two of them.
Me too. I'm so excited. They deserve this excellent news. And especially they deserve to not have it around these haters. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Big news to share. You guys are expecting your first child together.
Oh.
That's right. Hi, Cheryl.
The emotions are right there. Do we need a triangle? Do we have a triangle?
You know what? You know I have one because I was wiping my nose, so it's gonna have to transition in 2 seconds to be for a tear. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. Yes.
This is so exciting. Fill me in a little bit. Where are we at in the process? How far along are you?
So I think today I am about 13 weeks and 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
So just about into the second trimester. It's been weird, but also really like wonderful. It's just been like kind of quietly just growing a bud.
Oh.
How are you feeling?
You know, for a while there, I thought I was almost done, and then we decided to start over. She had the cutoff date. I had about 4 years left on the time clock.
So you gave me the cutoff.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, so I knew I had to like bleep or get off the pot, as they say.
And here we are bleeping. Can you share it? We got big
That was
news
funny.
to share.
I just love it. I just love it. You guys, this is a glorious, glorious day for baby Cece. I love it.
Oh.
Naughty. Naughty? Now I can't hear you at all, darling. Hello? Hello? Can I point out that they praise Nnecka for her generation? That, Aisha, we talked about this over here. I was like, that's that double standard line move much? All the time for our girl. Why was Candiace's generational wealth a problem, but everybody's like, oh, look at this house Nnecka's daddy bought her. You guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad she's off the show. They just weren't making any room for her to be excellent anymore. And
Didn't I say that last night?
Go ahead.
Didn't I say that last night?
Yeah. Yep. You sure did. The scream I let out. Congratulations, Candiace. She needs to contact somebody and modify the mortgage. They must be talking about her Rhop the Builder. And then look, how smart is Rhop the Builder? Not really. Who is getting a brick and mortar in today's economy? Like, come on now. Click and order, not brick and mortar, right? I mean, like, dude, even the 99-cent stores and dollar stores are going out of business, y'all, because brick and mortar is way too expensive right now. But go ahead. You think the people are going to come get a facial? Okay.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, basically, she's saying she's going to be a franchisee. So, yes, it's going to take some input, but doesn't a franchise come with a blueprint? It's not like she has to pull everything out of her own head to, you know, start going.
Yeah. So all this,
you know what I mean?
About, they're going to be missing me read a manual on how to do a turnkey business.
No, thank you.
Yes, let them punch air. Let them punch air. And then Robin to be doing all that shading in her exit thing on Reasonably Shady this morning. She was doing all that shading. Oh, I'm not just going to say I'm taking a break because you're not pregnant, bitch, and we wouldn't care if you were.
Well, don't you think the release of the news of Candice's news, don't you think it's like a little bit coincidental? You know, you're getting shaded in the morning, and here you are releasing your good news in the afternoon.
Yeah, I think it was perfect timing, just like it was calculated after she said she was taking a break because she knew she was going to have to announce the pregnancy.
Just to also let you know, you've got that was my comment you just had up on the screen. When I'm in the chat, my screen name is My Argument Is. So
Oh, okay, yeah. What I don't think Michael Darby was there for her announcements or anything. I don't know. I don't watch Five Heads. I don't follow her in real life. I don't follow liars.
no, because the reason why I said that is because I remember the episode when they were at, was it Monique's rainbow baby party?
Oh yeah.
And she was there talking about her experience, but Michael wasn't there with her. Michael had gone. He was, going. He was around somewhere being grabby. So,
Yeah.
even when it was time for Ashley to announce her good news, Michael was nowhere about.
Yeah, because he didn't care either. He was like, darn, I thought I got away.
So,
But
I
Bravo,
think,
that would be one of the most watched episodes ever of Life, I bet.
yeah,
If they
give
did a
them a spin-off.
spin-off while she was
Give them a
pregnant.
spin-off. Definitely give them a spin-off. We can see what's Candice's mom's name? Is it Dorothy?
Dorothy, Miss Dorothy.
Yeah, we can see what Miss Dorothy is going to be like as a grandmother.
I don't mean to make y'all cry again. It's just such good news, isn't it? I don't know. It just feels good to have good news, like from this show that has been draining us emotionally and mentally for these months. And then her reward, literally, because she decided to take her pieces, she finally got pregnant. I'm so with that. I'm so pleased. And I'm so
I'm
glad
actually,
you guys are pleased too.
I'm actually hoping that now that Robin's definitely not coming back and Nnecka's definitely not coming back, this would be a great time for Candice to change her mind.
I don't know that she would, but the other problem is Gizzelle and her unwillingness to move forward when she created the entire problem. Like she's ridiculous.
She definitely is ridiculous, and I think she's the one that needs to go. Like, what is
Yeah, I
taking so
know.
long to fire? And I love the way Candace exit. She left gracefully before the show left her, and
Right.
she doesn't
Mm.
need the stress of the show with her pregnancy. I'm so excited for her and Chris, and I'm so happy Nnecka got the boot. Okay, um,
Right.
Mm.
she didn't add anything to the show.
Nope.
Curves, what do you think about Gordon revealing his mental illness condition?
I don't know that we needed to know that. I mean, we knew about the cancer, what we knew about the other. I don't know that we needed to know that. It doesn't really have a bearing
Yeah.
on. I mean, were they telling us so that is there something coming down in court where that needs to be on record that he's been going through dementia for 2 years? So that's why they mentioned it. Seems more like a thing. Oh, Sebastian, sorry, babe.
I
It
see. I see how it is,
I
Curve.
didn't even see you back there. I'm sorry. But I think that it was a little plotted. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
I thought so too. I'm like,
I
are we
think
trying to drop
differently.
seeds for next season for her storyline? But I'm not even looking forward to it. Like, what did Karen really do this season? And I'm so over Ashley. I need her to go away.
Ashley needs to
I'm
go.
indifferent on that. On the Mia and Gordon thing, I'm indifferent on the bipolar, the dropping of it. I think it was important because Mia just literally said how she would wake up and he would remove all the money from her bank account. He would do all those things, and he had his.
Oh, so are they saying that because to cover up for that, she was saying that he abused her, financial abuse and stuff?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get it.
I
Yeah.
actually think that this makes Mia look worse
It does make Leo
because
worse.
hello, Sebastian. It's all right.
Hi,
You're my
everybody.
friend. You're my friend in my head. Don't worry. It makes Mia look worse because here he is saying I've got a mental problem. I've got a mental health problem, and you're still up and leaving the man.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it was a matter of fact of he was bipolar and undiagnosed, has he been on his medication? Are things still bad? But she can make herself look bad. So
Right.
And of course, you think Ashley still needs a job for her head full of lies, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
But can I say this? At least Mia is transparent and she's not holding back. She's putting
no,
it
she
all out
lies a
there.
lot.
I
But we
know
don't.
she
That's the
absolutely
thing. Like,
lies.
is it transparent or is it a bunch of lies?
Mia lies a
Whatever it
lot,
is.
guys. Mia lies as if she's breathing, as if it's a normal.
M-
She's a pathological liar.
Thanks, Kelly.
Mia is not transparent. She's opaque.
Yeah, no,
I
she
don't
needs to
know.
make a Betty Ford. Do you guys think that Karen should scrap the Airbnb and do like a Betty Ford rehab
Karen
type
needs to
thing?
get off of TV and go and check herself in and do AA on AA meeting.
Ooh.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, she could totally rebrand herself as like the La Dame of rehab and make it like, you go to
Not
her.
the Ladama rehab.
Yeah, you go to
Yeah,
her.
Be More
You
Shorty's
go to
right.
her place
Ashley
so
does
you can
work
get
for
dried out.
TV. Ashley
You
does
said,
work for.
go ahead.
Be More Shorty's right about Ashley working. Ashley works for Fox 5 DC.
Ashley
Darby. Mm-hmm.
Oh, they let her
How many days a
come
week?
on there. And what is she? Is she an intern?
No, I've seen her like actually sit for a whole segment.
Oh, well, good for her forehead. See, she
Sorry,
doesn't need to be over here either.
was-
Let her go.
Fill me in on what is Fox 5, and I'm I don't know is it a program? Is it a morning program, daily? Like,
It's a local news. Fox 5 is a local news channel that is
okay,
it's in Curves. The messages
Yeah.
are it's in
Wait, let me move that. Remove.
it's in New York, DC,
mhm,
all over the country. They have their own
mhm,
little branches for each city, major cities.
okay,
Like if you're from New York City, you probably I'm guessing you're not, but anyone who's from New York City, we know Fox 5 New York, and we know Fox 5 very well because that's the same channel that Wendy Williams' show would come on.
okay. So Ashley does what, like a 15-minute segment every morning?
She does like she does a few segments in the morning with someone, and she has co-hosts. Yeah,
Okay.
she's a commentator on there.
What does she commentate on? How not
Oh.
on her fashion? On
No,
what?
no. Like, no, jokes aside, she actually does do stuff on there, though. She does.
So is it Wendy style or is it entertainment? Because Wendy is an actual person on a news show. Like,
Wendy
so
doesn't do commenting anymore.
But when she did it. So
Yeah,
is
she
it
did.
that kind of commenting or is it like entertainment?
I think it's mostly about entertainment stuff and things like that.
I'm
But Be More Shorty would probably know better because since she's in that area.
Wow, you guys. Oh yeah, and then look, they put it up here. Alexia Napola's husband.
No, don't do that to
died,
her name. Curves, say her name correctly. That's
filed
not
for
nice.
divorce. I had to say it. I had to get it in there though because I felt like this was all. When they got married, I kind of was like, "What is she doing?" And then he always struck me as like the Louis of Miami. And
No, because they actually knew each other for 6 years.
well,
My
hey,
thing
you know
is,
what? I'm not. Obviously, he didn't know her like he thought he did because he filed for divorce, dude.
I'll say this. I'm going to say this. I kind of did see this coming. I just was hoping it wasn't true. The big reason is because this was a pandemic marriage. And we know a lot of these pandemic relationships and stuff like that are starting to like just collapse.
Yeah,
They
that's
all are. We have Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. Now Alexia and yeah.
yeah. Maybe those marriages were like trauma bonds or something. Maybe they thought they were gonna die in the pandemic and then they got married or something. I don't know. What do you
And
think?
also she got married right around after her mother died too.
Oh, see, yeah, because she was engaged and supposed to get married before she passed, and then she passed, and she still
That's
got
so
married.
sad.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
And you know what, Nadia, I see your comment here. Look, I don't think that Mia's storyline of being a Jerry Springer thought is like a full-on
Authentic.
thing that we need on Real Housewives of Potomac. I mean, I grew up on Jerry Springer and Maury Povich, unfortunately.
Jerry.
And I'm totally trying
May
to
Jerry
realize
rest in
my chakras
peace.
to this day because of that. But I'm not sure that a stripper who left one guy ended up with the other guy and is questioning the paternity, but she knows her body and please, what? I don't know that that's a great storyline. I'm not sure. I
You
kind
know,
of think
I was upset at Wendy when she brought up that G told her about the paternity thing. I was just like, no, that's not where I would have never brought in the kids into this. I was mad at Wendy for doing that.
Well, at least it's not as taboo as something like the subject of Osu.
No. Children and grown adult stuff are two different things. Come on now.
No, Osu in their culture is like kids. You don't talk about it. Like you heard all the Africans up there say they don't talk about it. You're not even supposed to talk about it.
I agree with you. Ashley was wrong, but mind you, I kind of am mad at Wendy for not having her animosity more towards Ashley, but had it more towards Nnecka.
But why would she be more why would she have more problem with Ashley than Mia?
Because Ashley brought it up. Nnecka never said anything.
Yeah, but Mia assaulted that. Mia assaulted that. You understand? So and at the end of the day, I do hear what he's saying, Sebastian, but at the same time, Wendy did it nicely. She had to.
No, she did, because Ashley admitted it to her.
She had to bring up the child in order to fully explain what it was she was talking about.
Yeah,
I don't bring kids into this.
She had to. If she didn't give the full story, then people like us would be filling in the gaps. But she had to give that piece of information in order to give the context into what she was saying.
She could have just said.
I think she said the right thing. She could have said what it said. She said what she wanted to say, so it's the right thing.
Can I finish my sentence?
Yeah, go ahead. Me and Sebastian get at each other, but we love each other, you guys.
Okay. She could have said this. I did not call you or talk to you at all because Gordon was sending me very personal things about you and saying things very personally about you. That's
like
it.
What?
She could have just said that. And I would have never brought up. She would have said, like, what? I would have been like, ask Gordon.
Thank you, Callie.
Because personally, I don't like when people bring up children. And that's why I've started to lose. I lost a lot of love for Adriana, because I used to love Adriana because she's Brazilian. You rarely see a Brazilian on these housewife shows. I used to love Adriana. And when she brought up that Frankie thing, I was just like, oh, no, that was gutter. That was very low. I don't like.
She did hearken the angel Frankie. She did.
And I was just so pissed at that because.
Now that was totally out of the blue. It was not like Wendy having to set up the context of the horrible things that your husband said. And if she told us that one thing is horrible and dreadful and tragic as it is, can you imagine what she didn't say? Because she was like, it was heinous. So that one thing, which was also as heinous to a lot of us as we could take, he said even more.
I don't like when people go to kids. That's the thing, Curves. I don't play when people go to kids.
That was the cleanest thing she could have said. I think what Curves is trying to say is that out of everything that Gordon said, basically her bringing up the issue of the paternity, which Gordon actually brought up himself on the show, was the cleanest thing she could have said.
Okay, I can understand that. I can understand that, but I can understand that, but I don't agree because I don't like it when people go to kids.
Yeah, kids should be, but I don't think that it was. I don't know, and we wanted to know. I mean,
we wanted to know, but the thing is, now this boy is gonna have to live with this, and
the same way Monique's boy is gonna have to live with Robin and Karen and Ashley's.
No, Robin, Karen, Ashley, and Candiace.
Candiace
was part about it. Candiace was part of it. Yes, she was, because she literally sat on her Instagram live and saying, "Yeah, we did talk about the thing." After Andy's baby shower and stuff like that. It's all over YouTube. What are you talking about?
I'll go back and look for it because
can I ask you a question, Sebastian?
I saw it in real time, and I was only blaming Gizzelle because she had initiated everything. So
I blame Candiace Wendy. No, not Wendy. Wendy was a
Oh,
genius.
look at Gizelle's up here, you guys.
No. Listen, let me finish my sentence. I blame Candiace, Ashley, Karen, Robin. They all were part of that whole Monique thing, and that was vicious. I don't do that mess. That I feel like people do are too. This is the issue I'm starting to have with reality TV. People are doing a lot of they're doing a lot of
Manufacturing stories.
manufacturing, and not just that, they're willing to do anything for this check, and I feel as if it's going a little too far now when y'all are bringing children involved into this thing. It all started.
Sebastian, can I just add to you what you're saying? They're willing
Yes,
to
sure.
do anything but tell their own business.
Right,
Oh,
and it all started. I'm gonna say when it started. It started when it came to Monique's child. Just being honest, that's when it
Can I ask you a
started.
question, Sebastian?
Yes,
Okay. Kenya Moore, do you love her or hate her?
I love Kenya Moore.
Boo. Right. When Kenya Moore turned around to Kim Zolciak and said something along the lines of, pimping out your daughter for John Legend tickets, was Kenya right or wrong for saying that?
Kenya, listen. I'm gonna give you the best explanation, and Curves do not butt in while I'm talking.
I'll put myself on mute and everything because I have a feeling you're gonna say something.
Mm-hmm.
Kenya was right in when she said that, because who the hell prostitute? Even John Legend himself said that was wrong. Who the hell is willing to prostitute their child for concert tickets? That is so wrong. And that was addressing a tweet that she made on Twitter, that Kim made on Twitter, saying how who does Brielle have to blow to get some John Legend tickets? Kenya was right. And Brielle was an adult at that time. Last time I checked, Brielle was an adult. And that's the same day Brielle came to Nini's house and started. There was a water bug near the pool. It was near the pool. So, of course, water bugs appear, and said that she had roaches and started pushing racially insensitive narratives about Black people and stuff.
She's racist,
Well,
Kim Zolciak. To be quite honest, I feel like the whole, except for Beverly Hills, I feel like the whole franchise needs some renovations. Like, I'm just
They
not
need to
here
do.
for.
They
Like,
need to
I'm
do a
not even
Miami
looking forward to
renovation.
Atlanta.
They need to do a Miami renovation the same way they bring back some old ones and bring some new young ones. That's how you got to do it. That's the best way to do it.
Because I have to tell you, like, this season of Potomac, it was
It was
like
hard to watch. It was hard to
nails
watch.
screeching on the chalkboard.
Yeah.
And I just really, I'm like, where do we go from here? The ladies won't film with one another. The two Green Eye Bandits. We got rid of one half of the group. So what is now Gizzelle going to start telling us about her life?
Well,
Now that
Callie had a
Candiace is
great
gone?
Callie's super chat. I feel like, thank you for the super chat, Callie. I could stomach another season of Ashley if they fire Gizzelle. Bravo may be trying to pull a fast one. Everybody leaves, so they keep Gizzelle. I could see Bravo rewarding her that way. That's exactly Bravo's MO.
And notice how Andy Cohen loves himself some Gizzelle. Notice
They
how
keep the problems, they keep the cons, they keep the Erica Janes, they keep the Chrisleys, they keep the Teresa Giudices, they keep the Jenny Wynn, they keep them, and they would have kept they want to do a reboot right now of freaking Dallas right now, you guys.
No, they should do a reboot of Dallas. Dallas needs to do a reboot because
I
now
love Dallas.
Dallas needs to do a reboot, despite it being problematic. They need to do a reboot because there's a lot of things to be seen in Dallas.
Heck yeah.
Did you guys hear that there's
it's very diverse
under evacuation for the fires? Is everybody safe that we know in Texas, you guys?
Oh my God, let me check the manual. Oh God.
Yeah, they just said that 3 evacuations are underway for fire conditions or something.
Oh my God. We go from earthquakes to fires to bridges collapsing. Like, then there's the
even
war
the Haitians
launched
don't
this
play
weekend.
games.
No, the Haitians don't play games with voodoo. I grew up with Haitian. My best friend's Haitian. I speak their language because I've been there so many times and I grew up with them.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this. Look, you said Nnecka was fired by the ancestors.
One thing I will say about Nnecka, even though I liked Nnecka, because I feel as if there were some things that we could have enjoyed from her, One thing I will say about Nnecka, I did not like the way at that pickleball event when she called when she said the bitch thing and stuff. I didn't
Yeah,
like
that
that.
was so out of the weirdness,
It was
right?
just so out of the weird. It gave me the same energy as I say how Candiace goes from 1 to 100 very easily. It gave that as well.
I'm not putting Candiace on that boat with Nnecka. Nnecka's on that boat all by herself with her
All
long ass
by
fingers.
herself.
Can I just jump back to Sebastian quickly?
Yeah.
I just wanted to basically say about the whole Kenya's issue. If Kenya was right to say what she said about Kim's daughter, because Kim was the first one to put it on social media, then Wendy can't be wrong.
No. Kim's daughter was a grown
Mhm.
adult. That
Was
is
a
a whole
grown
different
adult.
thing than talking about us.
Yeah.
How old is Jeremiah? 7, 8?
But who brought him up in conversation? Who brought up his paternity in conversation?
Look, be more shorty. That's what Mia's counting on. But those two men are similar. The ink guy could be a young G, you guys.
I don't think
If
so.
if you go back and look,
No,
he
they
could
do
be a
the
young
favor.
G. He could be.
G and
So
Ink
it
favor.
looks very much like Gordon, but okay, we need a paternity test, lady. If the man was willing to come abduct the other man's son, you need a paternity test.
Sometimes you shouldn't get them because it can reveal a lot. It can break a lot. Why do you we shouldn't hurt this baby guys. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
We're
but Mia
technically
shouldn't have Gordon
we're
paying for
not the ones
something.
hurting. We're not the ones hurting the
Well,
baby.
yeah, but like
The messy
sometimes
mother that doesn't know. Does it belong? Is she giving a man a baby or is she giving a man a jacket? That's
that's very
who.
true.
You
That's
know what I
very
mean?
but you guys know at times I've seen Paternity Court, like the show, like
Yeah.
Nadia, I think you have too.
Yes.
Um Sometimes it's best to not know those results at times because I've seen the emotional episodes and I've bawled my eyes out for emotional
Mm-hmm.
episodes on Paternity
Mm.
Court. I remember there was
Yeah,
this
when the
girl
men
that
think
looked
that's their
Naughty, do
when
you remember this episode where the girl looked identically like the other man's daughter, and then it was just like, and then they were like, "You are not the father."
That
oh,
it's that it ripped her freaking heart out. Like,
but that's
but
her
at the end of
mother
the
did that
day,
to
help.
her. Didn't her mother did that to her?
Look, I
Hmm.
mean, but did we have to take it on TV? You
Her
know,
mother took it on TV.
so my thing with that is I do feel like every child deserves to know who their natural born parents are because of health
Hmm.
reasons. Um, I, yo, I
But
don't know.
sometimes it's just problematic. Um,
It's definitely problematic, but what if something goes wrong in the future, health wise, and you don't know your proper lineage?
that's true. That's true.
It's
And
dangerous.
as we know, G has BDD, bipolar.
Exactly. So
We
that could
don't
be passed
know,
down to her son and
and
things like
daughter.
that.
So
Like,
I'm glad that's actually a good thing that they found that out about G because they can monitor the kids' symptoms and if they can start if they do have it as they're growing, they can start medication and stuff like that. You know.
yeah, exactly. But I just always think and I just have I don't have respect for women who do that. They sleep with multiple partners, unprotected. You get the kid, and then now the kid's a pawn in the situation, and the child is brought into the world in a whole bunch of confusion. I people
And
need
now
to wrap
look, people are talking about this child on reality TV. 5, 6,
exactly.
7 years later, while he's in high school, some kid and him are dissing each other, and they bring up at least my mama knows who my daddy is.
Come on,
That's
and
the
kids
mom's
are cruel
fault.
nowadays, and they have access to everything because of the internet. You
Parental
know,
controls don't work anymore now. There's little ways where they find out how to like unlock them.
Hmm.
yeah,
They
yeah.
do.
At this point, you just better just not give the child the phone.
Seriously, and like every time I did watch Paternity Court, I'm just like, really, you slept with this many people without protection? Like, oh,
Right?
I
Soul
hate when the
ties
women
much?
come with like 5, 6 people. I was like, oh god.
that's just like you have no love for yourself. You know, obviously, it's something going on there, trauma wise, where you feel that like you keep looking for this validation in men, and you're just letting them enter your body and leaving their spirit all over you. You know, like that's just so sacred.
When it
That's
comes
what
to
I
like the
remember.
Maury
Okay,
episodes,
you guys,
when
real quick. Here's what this comment from Tums. Thanks for coming through. Oh, and Dina the Explorer's in the house also. No, Monique said Gizzelle and Robin planning a storyline about questioning Monique's child. Candiace called Karen and was emotional, telling Karen what the other women were planning to do to tell Mo. That's how I remember it. I remember Candiace was there and ran and told because she was so uneasy about it. She wasn't in on nothing.
I'm just
But
tired
then
of
look
them
at
beating up Candace. I really am, and I'm glad Candace is going off and doing her happy ever after. And maybe by time, like maybe after the first year of her baby being here, she'll go back, and the other bandit will be gone. The other half of the bandits.
hopefully.
Hopefully, I don't think Giselle's gonna go anywhere though. And it's just
No,
so
but
sad. Like she's a cold, calculated woman, boy. You see, like, she does not like being emotional. You see how she was talking about her dad and everything. She didn't want to come out with that.
now if I was Candice and Giselle sitting there talking about her dad, I would have sat there and shouted, "No tears, no tears, no tears."
Seriously. Well,
You know what I mean?
why do they get to browbeat Candace all the time, every step of the way?
All the
And
time.
and I just feel like Robin never wants to take accountability. That relationship was salvageable. She just didn't want it.
It's
I think she knew she was off the show.
but like I said last night, Robin regrets telling the truth about Chris because now Candice won't tell a lie about her and her husband.
Right.
So, you
I get
know,
what you're saying.
I regret supporting you knowing that it would come to this. No, so no.
They always are
Robin,
moving the goalposts when it comes to Candace. They always are because they want to be the queen
Mhm.
bees. You know. Can we talk about Karen? I could not stand that look she had. That short hair. It just made her look older.
I liked it. I thought she looked stunning. I liked the short hair because the wig was in the right position on her forehead.
she needs
Oh,
to leave her face alone.
oh, I did not like that dress. But I think she needs a break too after this DUI.
I'm telling you, she needs to go dry out somewhere in Central Potomac or Surrey, and that can be her new brand. The
But
new sober Karen.
I knew this was coming. I could tell by the way they were filming and how they weren't willing to film with certain people. I knew it was going to be a cast shakeup. Like, you cannot have a show that way where people are like, well, I'm not filming with this one and I'm not filming with that one. So I'm interested to see who's going to come back next season. I'll watch the opening episode. That's all I'm gonna give it because I just want to see what the new cast ensemble is to see
Mhm.
how it operates, you know. But I'm just really over this Real Housewives franchise. They just dropped the trailer for New Jersey, and I'm like, I can't even stomach another season of everything being all about Teresa.
Yeah, I don't do Real Housewives of New Jersey. Everybody knows they don't
Hmm.
have they don't even have a black friend in the background. I can't. And it's 15 seasons of I'm not even thought of in New Jersey. I have a friend named Naughty in New Jersey. I'm positive
Hello,
I'm positive they have melanin in New Jersey. I'm positive they could have integrated that show by now. But no, they always
seriously.
want to go around integrating our shows and plopping one over here and plopping one. But what about all of the shows be diversified?
I
How
think
about
I'm
that?
sorry guys. I feel like the whole Real Housewives brand needs to come off and revamp and figure out a new direction because it's all so predictable now.
Mhm.
Some of it is not even believable at this point. Like, and it's just getting very catty and callous, and I don't know. Like,
Yeah. And like how DRB, thanks for being in the house, is saying Monique clocked them from the get and when Robin wanted to get physical. Now, and even that, Robin can put an umbrella to somebody's throat, boss up on them, all kind of stuff, come to their restaurant, cause all kind of havoc, and nothing. But then Candiace says a word.
The hell.
And
I
the
know,
word is the
and look,
problem.
Ashley's over there chummy with Robin and Gizzelle. Like that never happened, and that's why I want her to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think the fires are a coincidence, but it's not enough for the people who have been triggered. It's not enough. We need the actual trigger to be gone, which means hashtag fire Gizzelle, hashtag no green-eyed bandit helmets, hashtag get off the screen,
That's
hashtag
right.
never again, hashtag we 100% don't care, hashtag bye-bye. Like,
Bye.
think of all of them, like all of that for Gizzelle, because we're done. We're done.
And she's just gonna come back with a new man next season. We'll see
And
him episode
all fake
1.
niceties. Everything, any interaction she's forced to have with Wendy will be fake. Any interaction she's forced to have with even Kay will be fake. She just sat there and tried to blame Kay. Gizzelle is the root of the cancer. They need to, when you go in for cancer, they laser that thing so it doesn't spread. That's what needs to get lasered, Gizzelle.
And can I tell you, I love the way Chris handled her.
Me too. It was
I
beautiful.
love the way and she didn't have, for once, she didn't have nothing to say. And I'm like, good. This is a good way to go out. Because why doesn't she have to apologize? She insinuated something horrible onto his name. And she doesn't have to be apologetic for that.
Right. Wrong word.
But the worst thing about that, if you go back to it, Gizzelle sat down. Basically, Gizzelle only had something to say because Ashley had something to say about the DMs. So, if you were that so basically what Gizelle's trying to say is that this man's trying to, see whether she's with it while they're filming a reunion. Like, come on. No, Gizzelle, nobody don't want you that badly.
And they
You know what I
continue to
mean?
perpetuate the lie. Ashley even brought that Muppet looking lady on to try to say the same thing. I was just disgusted with the way that whole thing went down, because to me, Chris is the nicest person. He's very
Right.
social. And I think that contributes to him being in the restaurant business. You have to be very interactive and things like that. Not a once did I feel like he was trying to. I didn't believe Gizzelle. Never. I never believed her.
I mean, like I say, if you've invited somebody into your hotel room to talk, yeah, you see nobody's not there, and you remain uncomfortable. Gizzelle, that was your room. That was an area that you control. So if you and him were in there having a conversation and you felt uncomfortable, then in my eyes, you chose to feel uncomfortable. You could have sorted that out as soon as you went in there. Oh, nobody's not in there. Come, let's go in the hall. No, you didn't feel uncomfortable, Gizzelle. If you felt uncomfortable, you would have spoke up immediately. You only spoke up because in light of Ashley, in Christy and in Ashley.
Yes, and you waited to film. You waited all that time. She could have been reached out to Candiace if that was the
But
case. No, you waited till the cameras were on because it was your intention to embarrass and dismantle her marriage because you're a miserable battle axe. Like
sorry to cut you. But then look at what Robin's saying. I'm not going to throw my husband underneath the bus because of something that happened while we weren't filming. But this happened while, the whole Chris and Gizzelle issue, that happened while they were kind of filming. But like you say, she waited 6 months to bring it on camera.
And that just tells me what her intentions were. And she's come after. She has a reputation from the time the show started. She loves to go after people's marriages. She tried Karen's marriage. Remember?
Yeah, that was the first one.
Making T-shirts and everything.
Yep.
So,
and then she did Sharice's marriage. And then
marriage.
she did Monique's marriage.
Yep.
And then she immediately started coming for Candiace's marriage the first time around, but via, oh, what's your husband do? Yeah, no. Remember that whole thing where they were like clocking for what does Chris do and stuff, and is he
Is he getting paid? Is he getting paid
remember
as a
they were just
manager? And
extorting him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
sorry,
They're just
there was a question. There was a question up. I just wanted to answer. Yeah, you do hear a Midland accent.
oh, right on. That's why I left it up there. They have a good ear.
Sorry, I just saw it. Yeah, they're hearing a Midland accent.
Oh, right on. Right on.
I would
Yeah,
have preferred
Gizelle's not
Gizzelle
going
to
anywhere.
go.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I totally feel like they'll do everything but keep their number one problem because Bravo loves a problem. You see, they just gave Jax the racist and Kristen a spinoff after 4 years and offered Stassi a spot on there. And that all they were racist. They called the police on that black girl. She just sued. That's the latest suit against Bravo's from Faith Stowers. And they gave him a spinoff. So I don't think that the problem people will be going anywhere. I think maybe the formula over at Bravo is the more demons, the better. Unlike Melody Shari, for every demon, 7 blessings. I'm not sure.
Well, it keeps us all talking.
Yeah, it does. It does, but it's not going to keep me watching. So I've officially resigned from Real Housewives of Potomac. I will be doing Dubai though. I need to check out what Lisa and Chanel Ayan are going to be doing. And so we'll definitely be catching that over here. I won't be doing New Jersey. We'll see what other shows I do. I might throw some real shows in here. I have been watching Ruthless and The Oval. So I don't know. Maybe I'll tell you guys about that stuff. But in the meantime, like I said, I wasn't trying to come on here too long. We were just coming on with the excellent news that our girl Candiace Dillard Bassett is pregnant. God has blessed and opened her womb. Thank you, Jesus, because Jesus is in here. Remember, she sat on the couch. She said, Jesus is in here. She must have already been pregnant. She knew. She knew.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the other excellent news. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Robin is off these Potomac streets. And ding dong, the ding dong, Nnecka, is off our screens. Dude, I'm so thankful. If any excellent news comes up later today, then I'll let you guys know. So make sure you smash the buttons, ring the bell so you can get notified. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for coming through, everybody. I appreciate you all. Have a great day. Remember, there's enough to go around. So